Hey, 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 girl. Hey, 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 girl.
Hey, melanin dripping, sweet candy coated honey bar, good looking. The way how you moving, put me in a mood, I'm glad to see you. Your waistline on the baseline, so attractive, I wanna be a captive. I see a smile on your face now, so beautiful, I know you're original.
So come push back on me, I wanna see if you got good chemistry. And come wind up on me, don't hold back, y'all, just be free. I love how you dance and show off, show off. You have my attention, girl, you're sweet off. Dance to me, baby, step out, step out. Just keep it moving, cause we still grooving. I love how you dance and show off, show off. You have my attention, girl, you're sweet off. Dance to me, baby, step out, step out. Just keep it moving, cause we still grooving. Cause we still grooving. Cause we still grooving. Cause we still grooving.
Come talk to me, girl. Classy and intelligent, are you on the world? I let me sit face to face. Know your feet detention, just had to mention. Your brown eyes, shining bright, so gorgeous and glowing like sunlight. Hear your voice, angelic high, so amazing, I wanna keep this going.
So come push back on me, I wanna see if you got good chemistry. Come wind up on me, don't hold back, y'all, just be free. I love how you dance and show off, show off. You have my attention, girl, you're sweet off. Dance for me, baby, step out, step out. Just keep it moving, cause we still grooving. I love how you dance and show off, show off. You have my attention, girl, you're sweet off. Dance for me, baby, step out, step out. Just keep it moving, cause we still grooving. Cause we still grooving. Cause we still grooving. Cause we still grooving.
Hey, 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 girl, I wanna take you home with me.
And hey, 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 girl, show you good energy, yeah.
Hey, 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 girl, I wanna treat you right, you see, you see, you see.
Hey, 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 yeah, girl. So come wind back for me, I wanna see if we got good chemistry. And come wind up for me, don't hold back, y'all, just be free. I love how you dance and show off, show off. You have my attention, girl, you're sweet off. Dance for me, baby, step out, step out. Just keep it moving, cause we're still grooving. I love how you dance and show off, show off. You have my attention, girl, you're sweet off. Dance for me, baby, step out, step out. Just keep it moving, cause we're still grooving. I love how you dance and you have my attention. And dance for me, baby. Just keep it moving, cause we're still grooving. I love how you dance and show off, show off. You have my attention. And dance for me, baby, step out, step out. Keep it moving, we're still grooving. Aye. Cause we're still grooving. Step out, step out. Hey.
Yo, I think I'm gonna really give up this life. Just try to be a better guy, But wait, man, they got a good girl, and they really feel like go treat you a certain way.
I understand. So what's up with you?
Girls. Some things about kind of resolve. I think I can just, apologize and start fresh and clear the slate, and hopefully, that will work out for me.
Well, if it makes you happy, give it a try. She deserves it, right?
Hey, give you a call and see how it works out, man.
Let me know how it goes.
For sure. Thanks, man.
No problem.
How you doing? Before you hang up, can you just listen for a while? I was stupid, I'll admit it. Should've never done anything to take away your smile. So I dropped my pride, all my cards are laid. I know I hurt you most definitely, and I'm trying to make it right. I wanna take away your pain. Said you need your space and you're trying to live, but I'm really hoping that you can forgive me. I'm wrong, I wrote this song, it's been too long. Forgive me, baby. Baby, please, this is my apology. I was wrong, I was wrong. Don't you leave, this is my apology. I was wrong, I was wrong. So baby, can I come over and show you how sorry I am? I'll make you my lady tonight. Oh, if you want it, put your request in and I'll be on it. We'll make sweet love all through the night. I didn't know you would pick up the phone, and now I'm wondering if you were alone, girl. If so, just let me know. I wanna plan a rendezvous. Please forgive me, don't turn away. I wanna try again starting today, honey. I'll fight, I'll treat you right. See me tonight, I'll fix this, baby. Baby, please, this is my apology. I was wrong, I was wrong, girl. Don't you leave, this is my apology. I was wrong, I was wrong. Don't you leave, no, no. I was wrong, I apologize. Oh, believe me, I do. I apologize. I was wrong. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I am. I'm sorry. I am. Baby, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I am. I'm sorry. I am. Baby, please, this is my apology. I was wrong. I was wrong, girl. Don't you leave. My apology. Oh, baby, please. Ooh, I was wrong. I apologize. This is my apology. I do. I apologize. I was wrong.
Hello.
Hey babe, what you doing?
Nothing.
Can you come over?
Yeah, not easy.
Anybody ever told ya what a woman really is? If you ever get the moment, show them how much they give. You're a shoulder I can cry on, arms I can embrace. Is to hear my deepest thoughts, protect her night and day. You are mother, sister, daughter, nieces, aunties, wives. You are amazing, cause you have given life. You are mother, sister, daughter, nieces, aunties, wives. You're all amazing, I try to describe. You are woman, yes you are, yes you are.
Yes, you are, yes, you are, you are woman. Yes, you are, yes, you are, you are woman. Yes, you are, yes, you are. You have birthed the nations, a nurturer you are. You bless us with your wisdom, and you tended every scar. You have found me broken, you have shown me light. You ignited all my passions, and loved me through the night. You are mother, sister, daughter, nieces, aunties, wives. You are all amazing, cause you have given life. You are mother, sister, daughter, nieces, aunties, wives. You are all amazing. I try to describe, you are woman. Yes, you are, yes, you are, you are woman. Yes, you are, yes, you are, you are woman. Yes, you are, yes, you are, you are woman. Yes, you are, yes, you are.
To be a woman is to be blessed with unparalleled intuition, to be powerful, power independent of place or position. To be a woman is to be a mother, giving birth to sons and daughters, ideas, institutions, and business ventures. To be a woman is to be the current inspiration, the future aspiration of a young lady, of a little girl.
You're a masterpiece of harmony, a melody of life. You're a gem, a diamond flower in spring, you're one of a kind. You're a masterpiece of harmony, a melody of life. You're an African queen flower in spring, you're one of a kind. You are mother, sister, daughter, nieces, aunties, wives. So you are amazing. I try to describe, you are woman. Yes, you are, yes, you are, you are woman. Yes, you are, yes, you are, you are woman. Yes, you are, yes, you are, you are woman. You are woman. You are woman. You are. Yes, you are, yes, you are. You are woman. You are woman, so you are woman. Hey, and when obstacles manifest as natural, you are born for this.
To be a woman is to be the heart of the system, to be the one who brings life into our world.
Warning. What you are about to hear goes against traditional romantic counsel expressed by friends, family, and Instagram memes and quotes. Open-mindedness is advised.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, and welcome to another edition of The Senate. Now, I'm your host, Neil. You know, I'm always joined by my brother, Derek.
Here.
And tonight, we are here at it again. Now, for those of you who are... Right. For the people that are in the chat already, for those who are there, if you are liking what we're doing, if you like our content, or if by the end, consider subscribing, hitting the notification bell so you don't miss anything. Like, comment, share, subscribe. dislike, that's fine too, but share regardless. And let me get this community growing. Yeah? No, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Now, as the
What's
people
going
can
on?
as the people can see, right? Shout out Aston. Aston ain't playing crank. What's going on?
Early. My guy.
Right? Now, some of you may wonder, she's on break, man, come up clean, right? But you see Derek with the pink hue, he all over pink. My background dark. I got my dark shades, and they coming in all over black. Well, all over black instead of pink. Because we got me matching the themes, right? My man is pink, I got pink, it is. And we didn't plan this, by the way. I know y'all gonna think that we planned this, but we didn't plan this. But the reason why, my brother, actually no, don't let me get into that. Yeah, let's get into how are you doing? How is everything? Although I know, but let's talk to people. How you doing, man? How everything?
I am not too bad. I am not too bad at all. Had a good gym session today, leg day number 2. Shout out to my gym, big up my boy Ryan, my trainer, always pushing me towards greatness, pushing with purpose. You know what I mean? So
Yes, sir.
yeah, man. I had a good little session, so I'm feeling good about that, man. How about you? How are things on your end?
I get, today was filled with today I was filled with gratitude, we obviously would have had a lot of conversation today, had a lot of introspection, a lot of laughter, but also too, some milestones have come up for me recently, and especially in this content creation podcast space. And today was I just grateful, the support from my friends, my family, the people that watch, the people that subscribe, the people that push me, always encourage me. I am filled with gratitude, and I am humble. This is gonna sound like an Oscar acceptance speech. I should have got the graduation music to swell, but truth of the matter,
it's true.
Truth of the matter is, we are millionaires. As we were talking today, Derek, we don't drive boat in a Mercedes Benz. We drive modest vehicles. But in the end, I am grateful to be here. I'm grateful to be here with you. I'm grateful to be doing what I'm doing with the people that I do those things with. I am in a good space. I am thankful. I'm reflective. I got a great son. Saw some pictures of him today. He was in his swimming class doing some underwater diving. It was amazing. Like, I just filled with gratitude today, and I was listening to a podcast that said, if you have gratitude in your life, you got wealth. You know what I mean? Like, if you are grateful and you are thankful for where you are and what you have, right? Always striving for better. It's settling, but still appreciate where you are. Anyhow, that's messed up.
Terry settling.
I didn't realize that. Anyhow, shout out Charmaine. Good night. You're up on a roll tonight. I'm loving it. Good night, Tamiko. Thanks for joining us. Yes, no, that brings us to before we get into the show, you would have heard the dulcet tones of G-Syndicate, the Caribbean's, the Western Hemisphere's premier acapella group. No, that is Derek's group. Derek is not only a man that teaches and comes here and upset people apple carts when the night come. No, he is also a very dedicated musician. For as long as I know Derek, he was always having a beautiful voice. His voice cracked, but it didn't seem to stop him from singing. Mine cracked, because we were both in the choir very early on, and past first form, it didn't working with the Mr. Ford. It didn't working with Mr. Ford no more. Right?
It wasn't working with me.
It wasn't working with he. He's a Neil Hoyt boy. People hit you hard. He hit you with a stick, so you got left in here. Meanwhile, my man Derek somehow had his deep voice, but was able to maintain and carry on. Anyhow, Derek, tell the people about G-Syndicate.
Yeah, man. G-Syndicate, you can find us at gsyndicate6.com. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Twitter and YouTube at G-Syndicate6. We all know how it is with the Instagram and the hacking and things. So we're still mourning the death of the IG account. We're still trying to see how we can get that sorted. But yeah, we still here. We still thinking. We still doing our thing. We recorded last night. Again, we got a lot of stuff coming. Hopefully, we'll be able to hit you with like a tune a month very soon from now into the next year, once we get everything completed. So that is what we are working towards at the moment. So big up the guys as always, Kiomal, Vaden, Mark, Brett, and Antonio. We're doing things, man. We coming COVID kind of offset
Everything.
the timelines and the scheduling for what we had going on. But yeah, we coming again very, very soon. So just look out for us. We're going to be bringing some stuff for you soon.
Right. All right, people. Let's get it. I've been my MTR to say, shout out MTR, mediocre tutorials and reviews. Let's get active. Anyhow, let me get into it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as I mentioned before, shout out is Jaleel J.O. J.O. is Jaleel, right?
Yeah, Jaleel.
Yeah, shout out Jaleel, man. He said love our last upload. Yeah, man. That's all Derek. Derek going in the slums, boy. He is the hero we need but don't deserve right now. So
call me Batman.
Yeah, he's Batman. Anyhow,
the night.
Yes, but anyhow, you see us dressed. You see me in a very fancy getup, shades and black with pink swag. See my man.
God damn it.
See my man Derek in all over pink. Man got a pink hue to him. Got everything pink. Got his standard and trademark scarf. Now you may ask, why we so fancy? For those of you that have recently joined, because we've gained a lot of subscribers since last we did this, but normally when we pick a topic that's going to be incendiary or is likely to ruffle feathers and we may get clipped and go viral for all the wrong reasons, we want to make sure that if we go viral, the one thing they ain't going to say is that you may look shabby. Look at he. Look. They can say whatever they want. They can say the points ain't making sense. You know what I mean? But I shave. I mean, my hair is my hair. I don't plant up my hair, the top of my hair for nothing. But we come up for war, Derek. But why? Why? Now, ladies and gentlemen, every Tuesdays and Thursdays, before we start the podcast, before we get into the podcast or long form content, we usually have, Derek usually posts on the social media, Facebook. You can check us out, the Senate podcast. Usually he goes on there and he comes up with a conversational piece for the episode to come. Now, he usually goes, let's be honest, people, Derek, he does a lot. He goes in the back alleys, he goes in the trenches, the muck, and he brings back topics that are usually it's to an end. It's not just to ruffle feathers. But anyhow, this is no different. Derek, shall you lead us in sermon tonight?
Yes, sir, man. The topic for the night, the question for the night: should men be willing to date single mothers? Keep it real simple. Don't get too involved with it, and yeah, you can't get too heavy. Well, not heavy because we can get heavy. But this particular topic we can get heavy, and I want you all to be mindful of the fact that we have our exchanges respectfully. So let me put that out there early. But also, let me say, feel free to challenge, as I'm sure you will. We don't mind, right?
But bring facts, so not feelings.
We got some clips. Yeah, facts, not feelings. Feelings are fickle, facts are stubborn, right? So we can have a discourse. It don't mind at all. Be cool with that, right? But Neil, I would have sent you some stuff earlier today. With a young lady having her 2 cents.
So we can start with her
about the single mothers and men dating single mothers phenomenon. And I think we could start with her before we get into a bit more of the sermon, as you would say.
Yes.
This is Steve Wu in the chat.
Steve Wu, right? Steve Wu. Yeah. So you want this young lady here on screen? Very well.
Get her on screen.
I will. Right, so ladies and gentlemen, well, actually we're ready. So you know what? Let's get into it.
Yeah, man, let's get it.
Mentality that I speak about. This type of man is a low value man. He has no purpose, nor does he know who God created him to be. To make a comment to say, how does it benefit you to raise somebody else's kid? How does it benefit for you to cash someone else's kid? Shows that you have no emotional intelligence. You have no intellect. Okay? Because see, the reality of it is, we're all God's creatures. If you are in love with someone, you embrace their children as if they're yours. Okay? And the reason you would do that, if you have an understanding of what you believe and how you believe it, God takes us and he makes us his own, right?
Yeah.
So when he actually died on the cross, the gospel was given to the Jews, and yet the Jews did not care about the Gentiles, and he grafted us in, the Gentiles, which it didn't belong to us, but he grafted us in. We're now considered his. We're not considered stepchildren. So when you carry a mentality as ignorant as cashing out somebody else's kid, it shows that you lack any integrity, any morality. It shows that you're self-centered and possibly narcissistic. It shows many different things, and this is why so many families are broken, and especially in the Black community. Let's talk about that. This is why our community continues to lack. So when you go out there in the streets and you see somebody disrespecting the older person, you see a young youth maybe going wayward, do you not say to yourself, maybe I should say something to that young blood right there? Let me say, hey dude, that's not the right way to go. We can do better. And take somebody under your wing and mentor them. See, when you start thinking about others beyond yourself, you make different choices, you grow. But that mentality that you mentioned right there is the reason why, all these celebrities still got women popping their butts on the videos, degrading themselves. They all about the money and the cash and the power and all these bling, 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 because y'all stupid and ignorant. I hate to say that, but that's what the Bible calls it, stupid and ignorant and foolish. And until you start learning who you are and valuing yourself, you'll start valuing and seeing other people and start wanting to build them up. How about that? You would never get a woman like me. And I'm a single mom. And I tell you what, best believe, I have people in my DMs every single day. Not because just the way I look, but honey, I have integrity. I have morality.
Oh, not integrity.
I carry myself in such a manner that whoever I am with, I am going to make them look good as well as they should make.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, just let me first pick a plug because I think we would have got some more people. Yes, Austin, this idiot. Still, shout out Steve Wu. Shout out Jennifer. Hope you're doing well. You are watching the Senate podcast. For those of you in the shadows, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. You could dislike as well, as you will after we get into it. So, yeah. Derek Gordon Marshall. Sorry to put your whole government funny people. Yeah, but earlier today you sent this to me, right? Let me take off the shades, man, because I want people to see my eyes. It's just for swag, but let me get into it. Earlier today, you would have sent me this video, and I didn't know that this was. I just thought you were saying, because we were having a discussion. It was an ongoing discussion and everything. We were talking about plans for the future. We were talking about this space tonight. We were talking about the past. We were talking about other things. We were just having a conversation. And you sent this, and I clicked on it, not knowing that this was for tonight, right? So I watched it. And I watched it, and I watched it, and I got about halfway until I paused, and I came back in the chat to see you saying, "Don't watch this, don't open it." And I decided not to watch the rest. Right now, I can let you set it up before, because I like to react to things, but we're right. This is not what this space is about tonight. I think as much as the people would like me to rant and rave, I'm gonna give it to you. Just know that this one is an idiot. She said a lot of nothing just now. She tied not taking care of other people's children to Christ being on the cross, to the reason the Black community is in the problems they are today, why women twerk and celebrities twerk on social media, and then went on to say that we can never get a woman like her because her DMs are never dry, so she can never get a man like me. My lady, you're an idiot. It is unfortunate because you're a very attractive young woman, and I am sure that, I don't even know what to say past that, but you're an idiot. Continue, Derek. Go ahead. The floor is yours.
Yeah, man. Just a little bit of action to get everybody, get the juices flowing. You know what I mean? I think I touch on her in a little bit, but yeah, folks. As we kick off today, allow me to quote from the Gospel according to Sonic, written in the book of Smoking Out the Window, as we get rolling tonight, right? Must have spent 45,000 up in Tiffany's. Oh no. Got her badass kids running around my whole crib like it's Chuck E. Cheese. Whoa. Put me in a jam with her ex-man in the UFC. Can't believe it. I'm in disbelief. This me got me paying her rent, paying for trips, diamonds on her neck, diamonds on her wrist. And I'm here all alone. All alone. I'm so cold. Yeah. You got me out here smoking out the window, singing, how could she do this to me? Oh, I thought that girl belonged to me, but I was wrong, because she belonged to everybody. Everybody. Ooh. Now, Lil, I find it interesting and informative that some time ago, Bruno Mars, who was one half of Silk Sonic with Anderson .Paak, he would have sung a song called Grenade, where he says, I will literally catch a grenade for you. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But somewhere along the line, Bruno Mars has had a dose of the red pill, it would seem, and he's come along now to this point where he's saying, hey, you know, you got to be paying for rent, paying for trips, all that stuff, right? Are we talking about should men date single mothers? And it's funny, since we started this space, Neil, I get a lot of stuff coming to me, right? And wherever I can, I try to offer my advice, the best advice I can offer. And for me, that is humbling because people see some value in what it is we do, Neil. And I really am humbled by that.
Yes, sir.
Up to last night, yeah, and I would have shared the messages with you. One guy said that the best thing he has done is subscribe to our channel, right? And that he's older than I am, you know what I mean? So that was definitely a humbling comment from him, and I really appreciate it. I don't take that lightly.
Right.
And another friend of mine, a mutual friend of ours, actually, Neil, he was going through a really rough time. I think he lost his dad, but not I think he lost his dad. And he said he decided to give the shorts a watch over the weekend, and that actually lifted his spirits. So again, I am grateful, I am humbled, right? So I say all that to say that, you know, people bring stuff to me. And last week, as I was in between my online lessons, one of our faithful viewers, right, who shall remain nameless at this point,
right,
he called me to relay a story he got from his barber, right? Now, his barber went to do a house call for an elderly gentleman during last year's lockdown.
Right.
Now, upon his arrival, the barber noticed that the old man had a bruise on his leg and jokingly asked, as most people would, if the wife had beaten him in the house. I want you to hear the question. He asked the elderly gentleman if his wife had beaten him in the house, and he said it in jest. To this question, Neil, the old man responded, boy, never marry a woman with children. I think that deserves a little pop five. Never marry a woman with children. But I don't have to say, Neil, I was taken aback upon hearing it, and I was hearing it third hand. So you imagine the barber that was hearing it first hand, right? And this man, it must be noted, is in his 70s, and he began to regale the barber with the story of his married life. Both he and his wife are in the 70s. They've been married 30 plus years. They both have children, all adults, obviously. Well, we hope. She has 5, two of whom had passed away. Condolences to her. One as recently as last year. He has 1 son. So he got 6 children. He got 1, she got 5. Now, when the last daughter passed last year, this guy said, you know, we could do something to commemorate the passing. Shoot, I am your husband. I've helped raise these children, so I am feeling it as well. We could do a little dinner or something, you know, just a quiet night with 2 of us. She said, nah, ain't about nothing. So I want to reflect in my own way Well, that's all right, no problem. That's cool. Yet, after she canceled plans with him, she turned around, made plans with her friends, and went the same night. Right? After my man had went and, you know, he'd gone and done his hair, get his haircuts and made plans and everything. Now, he supports the family, right? He started like that. You know, these old guys, their money belong. So he started like that. So he supporting family. And he doesn't feel it in his pocket like that, right? According to the old man, the children call him by his first name, even though he's raised them, so they don't even afford him the respect of daddy or even an uncle, so and so. You know what I mean? He's just Bob, if you call him Bob, right? Yeah,
Damn,
it's roughness.
Yes, sir.
When he had the fall that produced the scar, the bruise on the leg, his wife didn't even assist in his attentions, medical aid or whatever. His housekeeper, just like, yeah, idea how the money stopped. The housekeeper is who assisted him when he had his fall, right? So they're in bed one day and they're watching a Steve Harvey. I don't know why he's doing that, but that's a red flag for the gentlemen. If you're watching a Steve Harvey, you know something's up with that. And the question was asked on the show, why do couples get married? And he, in jest, decided to ask her why she married him. Gentlemen, sometimes when you have these questions in your head,
leave them there.
You know, sometimes you leave them there. You don't want to get the truth. So he asked why she married him. And she said, without batting an eyelash, without missing a beat, she said, for his money.
Oh, rascal.
Yeah, she said for his money. So after he had this surprised/annoyed look on his face, she tried to pass it off as a joke. But in the immortal words of Anthony B, the damage already done. Yeah. So the very next day, my guy got up, went to see his lawyer, and amended his will thusly. So all of his stuff is left to his children and his housekeeper who assisted him when he had a fall. She would get what she's entitled to as wife, but the extra stuff, nah. Right? No, that was last week, Neil. Today, I decided to touch base with a good friend of mine, you know, just to see how he was doing. I mean, these are funny times.
Mm-hmm.
COVID, lockdown, curfews, all that. And I don't think that's out of the ordinary. I'm sure that everybody here and in the chat under the sound of my voice has done that before, you know. And when we do this check-in, as we like to call it, we normally expect to hear the usual stuff like, not too bad, or everything cool, everything safe. You know what I mean? For me, Neil, when people ask how I am likely to say, I hear Biden as the old people say. That's my response. Yeah. If I'm trying to rattle you, if I really try to rattle you and offset your day a little bit, I say, well, tired and horny, but I hear it's a Biden as the old people say. Tired and horny is as neutral, not usual, but as neutral. But I hear Biden as the old people say. But Neil didn't get any of those responses from him. He decided to be straight and to level with me, right? He told me he was going through a rough patch. Two of his friends, his close friends, had passed, and he was trying to process that. Then his girlfriend decided to call it quits. Interestingly, coincidentally, calculatingly, or coldly, whichever word you decide to use, she decided to end things on the very day that one of his friends had passed. Needless to say, yeah, well, let me get that deserve a Keisha. Yeah. Needless to say, he was and probably still is in shambles. To compound the torment, Neil, my friend recounted how he had made her and her child feel welcome in his home, to the point where he had begun renovations and started to repair the place to make it more comfortable for not only her, but for her and her child, right? As he was revving up, amping up towards marriage sometime next year, right? And it must be noted too, these renovations were done at his expense. I mean, after all, she coming to live with
so he providing.
So he is providing, he is making things right for his woman, right? Well, a few days after the termination of the relationship, it seems she went and she had some kind of interaction with her child's father.
Mm.
After which she calls my guy, and the conversation goes like this: "Do you love me? Do you know I love you?" To which he responded yes to both questions.
Right.
Whereupon she decides, to tell my man, well, yeah, if that's the case, then we go and get married.
Let's get married.
Yeah, let me go get married. You wait for next year. Don't wait till next year. That's unnecessary. Let me go get married. He asked, why the rush? I think most men would ask that after the woman decided to done with you. And then all of a sudden, no, she want to get married.
Break up on a Sunday. Break up on a Sunday. Marriage proposal on a Thursday. Solves the things of Solomon Grundy.
Correct. So her response to that question, why the rush? Her response was, she needed stability for her and her child. Now, this, my friends, is those of you who are watching the Senate podcast here on YouTube. This is where push comes to shove and shove comes to lick down. Because very often, women like these don't want a husband or a lover. Or a lover. Let me be clear in my speech. They want a stepfather. We about to get a little contentious, right? They want someone to share the burden of bringing up children. And in the video we just ran with that lady, we saw how she was willing to bring up God and Jesus, the Jews and the Gentiles, to convince men that taking on that responsibility is a good move or investment for you. But we got some things. So Neil, let me be real, Neil. At our age, yeah, and most of the people in the chat, 30 plus, we have to acknowledge the fact that the probability of meeting a lady who does not have children, a lady who's our age who does not have children, is slim to none. We have to acknowledge that, right?
Right.
So if you want to be with somebody, more than likely, you're gonna have to interact with them and a child. Cool beans, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think we reasonable people in here. We got logical people in the chat. I think we all get that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think men need to ask a couple things before making a decision such as that. That's to get involved with somebody else's children. What happened to the relationship with your child's father? Were you all married? If not, why not? And, the more I thought about it, I don't know if my guy is in the chat tonight. I don't know if he's watching the show. When she came back to ask him to get married in what would be essentially a shotgun wedding, as I was going through this just now, I wondered, do you think it's a case that maybe she went and had an interaction of a sexual nature with her child's father? And now she wants to cover her bases and let me just say it without being, because I don't want to be, that guy. It would be a situation where you gotta look for Maury to get it sorted out. Yeah?
I see Aston was making mention.
After all,
Contaminated environment. In the tutus about that.
Aston was saying that, he getting met for a jacket.
I just came in the chat to see that.
Right. Shout out Rian. Shout out Tango Fox. Shout out Marley all the way from London. Thank you everybody for joining us. And whomever is lurking in the shadows as well. Laura, I saw Laura earlier. Thank you very much for joining us. You consider giving us a like. Rian. Rian is here. Thank you very much. Oh, whoa. Look at Rian. Oh, early. Quite possibly. Women do that. Rihanna is a woman, by the way. For those of you who don't know, Rihanna is not a man or a bot. She is a woman. I know she's not betraying your kind. So calm down.
But yeah, Neil. I as I was talking to him, you know, I didn't think of that, but as I was reading back there just now, I was like, you know what, that is a distinct possibility. So my friend, if you're listening to me right now, if you're under the sound of my voice, do not sleep with that lady. Take back your key from her, change your locks. Do not sleep with that lady. You can get the sleeves put on. Yeah. But yeah, you have to ask those questions. Why didn't your relationship with your child's father work out? Why? Let me be a little bit, let me pour the beer a little bit. Why did you leave your child's father? Yeah? I'm not making the assumption. Yeah? Because, you know, Neil, it is, we tend to think that men leave. We found out the science bears out that this is not that case. So why did you leave your child's father? And if you found out that he wasn't no use, as a lot of women like to say, why was he useful enough for you to have a child with? No, we did a whole show, a whole live stream about why women date bad boys and all that. And we found out that there were some characteristics.
Sorry, Natalia, see you always looking at the podium.
Yeah, man. Right?
Yeah, President, 237 ladies.
Big up Natalia. I messaged Natalia today. I told Natalia I had a joke for her. And her immediate response to me was, keep off my phone. That is my girl. Big Natalia, man. Yeah?
Yeah, big Natalia.
I see President 237 ladies. We got a thing we need to do right now just for shits and giggles.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, yeah. Right? Fellas, you need to consider the fact that you are being linked up. A woman does not have children. All right, let me cover the bases. Very rarely, it is the off chance that it would happen. Well, women generally will have children for men they find sexually attractive, for men whom they believe to be the best person for whom to have children. Let me put it that way. Who will give you the best possible, oh Lord, I don't know, specimen. That's a good word to use. The best possible specimen in terms of offspring. Right? I was trying to stay away from using certain words that may be associated with cattle and rearing. Right? Mm-hmm. So when a woman makes a decision to have a child with a man, rest assured, she is tethered to that man, not only physically, but emotionally as well, for at least the duration of that child's life. Right? There's always going to be something between that lady and that man. Right? And that something is a very real human being. Yeah? Mm. When you come along and you see her with her child, ask yourself, gentlemen, are you able to compete with that man for whom she has said child? And then ask the question, if the man that you chose to have a child with, or rather, if you, let me know you say it the right way, if you chose to leave the man with whom you decided to have a child, what hope is there for me? What am I now coming to do? I have a friend.
What are you bringing to the table?
Don't tell me. But like, I don't hate that comment, that question, right? Like, you know me, you know, I hate that. All them little buzzwords and catchphrases.
Yeah, we're being fans. We are not fans of it here.
But really, literally, we really don't like to push them things, but it is what it is. I mean, you're gonna have to use one or two of them terms, particularly this. She sees that man as a, brace yourself, Neil, as an alpha. You, my friend. You, my friend, who are now coming along to take care of her and her children. You are now becoming, you know what? a beta male provider. That is what you are now going to be viewed as. So, gentlemen, are you alpha enough? Sorry, Neil. Are you alpha enough to out alpha the first man?
Oh, alpha.
Because this
Oh,
woman
alpha,
chose to
alpha.
have a chat with this man for a reason. Yeah, there's
You know when
something
you
in him that she sees.
oh, alpha, what that makes you, right? Makes you a
I don't even
sigma
know.
male. A sigma male.
A pimp.
No, a sigma male. There's a term called sigma male. That's why I
Yeah.
hate those terms. Beta, sigma, alpha,
I
omega.
know the term. I just don't like using them.
Terrible
Yeah.
terms.
So, gentlemen, do you want? Because here's the thing, my guy, he was providing all. The old gentleman, he was providing all. The poor old fella, they can't even call he daddy or Uncle Bob. And he providing all in the house. He doing all in the house. Then to find out she married him for what? His money. She married him for what? Then where's that Neil so by stability and security? My guy, some 30 years younger than the older gentleman. Older than me, in fact, actually. Right? Same situation. To accommodate her. And providing that what? Stability and security.
Mm-hmm.
At no expense to her. Now, fellas, this is really rubber meets the road. Right? I'm not saying to you that you can't, but be very cautious if you do. And you have to make her earn. Yeah, the expression that I would normally use when I'm talking to my guys, which might be an expression that may be a little harsh for the ladies to process, but you have to pimp them out. And by pimp, I don't mean prostitution, but I do mean, I don't mean to say work either, but you have to, anything that you are giving to a woman, you have to earn. Whether it be time, money, attention. Where is it? It's money, energy, effort, attention, time. Yeah. Money, effort, attention, time. Meat. Shout out Coach Greg Adams.
Money, attention. Right.
Yeah. You have to make them earn it. Otherwise, you will be like our guy that was dressed up for Halloween as an ATM.
Men are ATMs, after all.
Because that is the sole purpose a lot of men see. A lot of women, see in men. Cash me out. Right? Why did it? Because a lot, sure. I was watching another podcast, and O'Shea Duke Jackson, one of my favorite podcasters, and he shared a story about a friend of his whose mother introduced him to a woman who, extremely overweight woman, who had 7 children from 5 different men. And, yeah, it's one of them situations.
What a straight rate.
Yeah. And within a month or two, she was playing some horns in him. He had bought a cell phone for her. She got the guy she was cheating with to record her performing fellatio on this guy with the phone that he had bought. So, yeah. He went in, and here's the thing that really made me chuckle about it. She gave him the phone. She was having some trouble with her text messages. And since he was working at a telecommunications company in the States, she gave him the phone to sort it out and see if he could get the text messages organized. He went into the phone as she requested. He didn't go prying and he found these messages that she was sending back and forth to this guy, one of her baby daddies. I hate the term, but it is what it is.
Child father.
Yeah. And yeah, that's how he found it. He left.
Mm-hmm.
A couple months down the road, he went back. And he went home one day, pushed the door wouldn't open. And he went around the back to peep through the window, and he saw the dude in some church socks. And that was it, just wearing his girl out. So he tried to come in through the window, the guy ran.
Mm.
So they broke up. Then they got back together again. And she got pregnant. He went and signed his name on the birth certificate, which is like a death sentence, because when you sign your name on the birth certificate in the US, you are legally responsible for that child. Oddly enough, I know that that's the case in the US or not. I don't know how it goes here. But he is responsible for that child, even though he was not the father, right? I must find that video, Neil, so you could put it in the chat and let people go and watch O'Shea's delivery of it. Is particularly hilarious. But I'll do that when I wrap up my little talk here, right?
Right.
So yeah, what do you get? Because he was providing all through, he moved her, he paid all the bills and all that stuff. But what? They don't want husbands. They don't want, I don't want to say partners, because as a matter of fact, yeah, let me say that. They don't want partners. They want someone to help raise their child. And a lot of times, fellas, you getting horned by the same man as the father of the child. Sorry. For those of you who don't know what horning is, you're being cheated on by the father of the child. And guess what? You providing the security and the stability that Neil likes to talk about. You're providing that. You're providing the home. Everything is comfortable. But guess what? She gets moist for that man. She gets moist for that man on sight. She gets moist for you when she can come in your house. There's a difference. So, again, be very, very careful how you decide to go into a situation like this, where you are now entertaining a lady with children and no husband, no partner like that. Now, we got another video in there we need to run, Neil. I think people would have seen this one before, and I want to talk about this briefly before I just hand over to you and let you dissect the rest of this here, right?
This is which one? Which
the
is
OG,
which one? This is
the old gangster.
Oh.
Yeah, this old gangster. Now, folks, brace yourself. This is adult content here on the Senate podcast. Please bear that in mind. This is adult content, so brace yourself for what you're about to hear. The language is a bit much.
Colorful. All right, ready for it?
Yeah, man. Are you ready? Hit me.
All right, we're rocking.
This video is dedicated to a young man, and he knows who I'm talking to. Listen, man. I am going to continue to come and see your mother. I'm going to continue to put pressure on her front and her backside. Now, you're a grown-ass man, and that's her house, right? And she told me I can come over there and tenderize her ass anytime I get ready. And that's what I'm going to motherfucking do. And so, you mad. I get you. If you're a grown-ass man, hell, go get you somewhere else to stay. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm going to keep coming over there doing what I motherfucking do. You ain't heard and seen shit. You ain't heard shit yet. I hope you ain't peeping. You peeping Tom looking motherfucker. But you ain't seen shit yet. I'm going to wait till I come over there the next time. You think she was screaming last time? You wait that put. I got some shit for her motherfucking ass. And your ass can't be nothing but mad. And you can feel a little froggy and grab me. But I'm going to tell you this. You done fucked up for real then. I'm going to try to break your fucking neck, you bitch.
Hey, man, see, little froggy. I think you feel a little froggy. Yeah.
So to that one though, Here we got this old dude, right? Obviously dealing with a woman who has her son at home. The difference here is he old as dust, and his son is a grown man, right? No. Why are you trying to engage this woman's? No, don't get me wrong. Old girl might be working with some action there that nice. And my guy, he wearing out his Viagra pills on this here. Cool, nothing wrong with that. But here it is now. He is going into threatening the son, or letting the son know what time it is, right? A lot of single mothers are able, especially when they have older sons, to sick their older sons on you. And that is not something which you as a man want to have to deal with. He ran in the law talk, no, but as again, this man is old as Methuselah, as my mother would tell you. So, these young boys get here on lucky blow now, and that is that. You know what I mean? Yeah, Julie, he wrong for trying to name the woman's son. Yeah. You don't want to be in a situation where you have to engage a woman's children. You really don't. Especially a woman's sons. And Julie is saying you don't know how ignorant he would get. And that is a fact. Now, she has a grown son, 30-something years old. Imagine you as a OG dealing with, well, not OG, because we probably oldest people in here, Neil, but imagine you at 35 dealing with a woman who has a son that's 15, 16. In these times, I would hate to think that anybody in the chat would be as crazy as to speak to a 15 or 60-year-old boy the way this old dude spoke to that woman's son, right? But my point remains, you don't want to be having to engage these young people over something like that, right? Let the woman come over to your place. Why you going over there to wax with the old girl? As my master to put pressure on the front and back side.
Put pressure, but
yeah, old boy making us work.
Mama see tenderizing it, man.
Mama tenderizing.
Oh.
Yeah?
Wait, Derek, you disappoint me here, though. You disappoint me.
Uh-huh.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah. I said the saying, we have to consider that the son could be the instigator as well, which is even worse because now you're going to fan in flames. You know what I mean? Just left it out. I'm not. Sorry. Let me not say now. Because I don't want to suggest that you can't do it, but you have to be very, very careful how you engage women who have children. Because you got to deal with your children, you got to deal with the exes, and it can be a pretty calamitous situation if you do not handle it. Right? So yeah, Neil, at this point, you can get off your mic a little bit. You know, I don't want to be too mic heavy, and let you give your thoughts on these things.
All right. Well, before we do that, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the Senate podcast. We produce content 5 days a week. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we do the shortened version of this podcast where we do Senate shorts. That is a bit, we go for a bit more light conversation, but it's still a conversation. We still disseminate information and advice in that space. There's also this format, Tuesdays and Thursdays, we have the Senate podcast where obviously it's about 2 hours. We talk with you, we sit with you, and we just get to the crux of the matter. So consider subscribing if you haven't subscribed. You know, if you have subscribed, make sure to hit the notification bell, like, comment, share, dislike, comment, share, and let me build this community. No, Derek Marshall, I do think you did a very good job of leading us in sermon tonight, as always.
Thank you, my brother.
I think I need to make mention to the young lady earlier because she is, I want people to understand. We have made a decision here in this space. Derek and I talked about it even up to today, where we say, you know what, at some point people will challenge us and people will come for us. Personal life, personal business, try to find the skeletons and try to the whole sign language thing, right? And I want to make mention that if you come for us, we have no problem with you disliking what we say. We have no problem with you challenging us. But we are come to us and argue and debate the points that we bring. The reason why I made mention to that is because that young lady, she started to bring Jesus Christ into it. He was on the cross. She started to talk about the Jews and the Gentiles. She talked about the celebrities twerking. She went all around the world and circled back to come back in a defense of why men should take up women that are single. Single mothers. Come to find out, she is in fact a single mother. So you could tell it was coming from a place of hurt, a place of feeling judged or slighted. She even went in to say, well, you know, her DMs never dry. She got men look at her, look at how intelligent she is. She got a son, and she ain't got no lack of options when it comes to single father. I mean, being a single mother.
Not to cross.
I want to go ahead.
But I don't doubt her when she says that her DMs are full. I don't doubt that at all. She's an attractive woman. Shoot.
Well, she is.
I was like in the DMs, right? Good looking woman.
Not me.
But, well, hypothetically speaking, right?
Okay.
But she needs to consider just letting your DMs, but for what purpose?
I can't do it like you. I can't do it like you. I can't do it like you. I can't do it like you.
That's about it. That's it.
Man, what the viscous inners. Shut up, Priya. They want the viscous inners. That's for you, Priya. But yeah. So when you come for us, whenever you feel like disagreeing, we have no problem with that, but it has to be intelligent conversation. Do not go all around the world. Do not try to shame us. Do not try to insult us, guilt us, and don't feel the need to be right. You know? Fail slap on the fail slap. Yeah. Fail. Yeah, Marty. But as I tell you, we're a team, right? My man got that down pat. That's his. I would never try to mimic that. I want that to be a meme. As a matter of fact, anyhow, I want that to be a meme. Anyhow, so single mothers. Now, I know when I was thinking about this earlier today when we brought it up, you know, when I mount my offensive, I always think of a defense, a strategy. As I told people before, not to sound intelligent, but I have listened to The Art of War by Sun Tzu. I can't pronounce the name, but I listened to it. And it makes some good points. And one of the points is anytime you are going into war, you have to anticipate your enemy's move. You have to safeguard any failings in your defense, in your territory, in your palace, and you have to make sure that your defense, which is your strongest offense. I say that to say that I was thinking about it, and I was saying, you know, people are going to start thinking about single fathers. Derek and myself, we are single fathers, right? And that would mean women then, by virtue of our argument not to, to consider not dating single mothers, people will come and say, well, y'all are single fathers. Why should a woman date you? Is that what you're saying? You two both have women that would have produced your children, and you're telling men not to date them. Would you not date those women? You know what I mean? Like you can see, you can start to see. You're starting to see the tactics coming. And here's the difference. First things first, I'm going to say we are not the same. Men and women are not the same. I'm sorry to bring it to you, but we are fundamentally different on many levels. Close in some regards, but we are fundamentally different. So, single mothers. I don't know if it will go as far as to say, do not date single mothers. What I will say is, you have to be very open. You have to go in with a very... Your mind got to be open. Your eyes got to be open. Everything got to be open. You cannot go into this thing blind. Because there is the situation she had before. There is the man that is the father of the child. There is the reason why they would have broken up. Shoot, even if you're a single mother, you just single. If you was my age, I want to know, shoot, you could be 25. I want to know exactly why you're single.
Yeah.
Because at some point, you gotta realize use the common denominator out of all these relationships. So you men go into it with your eyes open. Do not go into it saying, love and everything. Derek's story that he mentioned earlier, that person was in it for love and everything like that. But When you go into it with love and integrity, you're met with people, women, that want you for stability. They don't want you for you. They don't want you for love. They want the idea of you. They want the concept of you. They want the concept of what you provide. They want the concept of what the patriarchy says you should provide.
Oh shoot.
You understand? So when you yes. So when you go into these relationships, right? You have to understand that you are not the priority, nor should you want to be the priority. It's her first, then the child or the children, then her livelihood, her work, her well-being, and then you. If you're in the top five, and you might not even be number five.
You know.
Yeah, number five. You top 10, and you barely you barely making number 10. So we have to be cognizant of the fact that when we go into these situations, we have to go in with our eyes open. We have to ask questions tactfully. Like, we don't want a situation where you're gonna say, "So what you breathe for that man?" No, you got to observe. You have to listen. You have to pay attention to things, because you also have to question if the man is a dad. If she has a child father, as they're gonna hate the expression, but a child father is really a dad. She has a dad for a father of her child. Then you gotta question her choosing skills, her discretion, her discernment, her processing of information. You see, everything don't just happen, ladies and gentlemen. I know we like to believe that things just happen. We would like to believe that things don't happen with intent or happen or things happen in a vacuum. But when you pinch out, and you see the whole picture, you realize that there is more reason to why this woman is single. It may not be her fault, or it may be partly her fault. But the point is there's a reason why she is single. No. Understand, when a woman comes to you and says she wants to marry you with stability, I wish more women would come and tell men this up front. I wish more women would come out and say, you know what? I know you like me bad. I like you, but I want the stability that you provide. Yeah? Make the man make a business decision. Do not get a married man talking about love and he feel his love and you love and it's 50-50 love and not pouring into a basket of love. And the basket got a big hole in it. There, Liza. You understand? We gotta be careful, because you start to hear stories more and more. We're starting to hear. We've been doing this here now for a few months, and you start to hear stories, and they start to be the same, similar. Yeah, he's got ridiculous embellishments of these stories. We've got the outrageous, but when you look at its core, all of these stories are the same, right?
Mm-hmm.
By and large, men love and commit. Women love and commit until. I can say that again. Men love and commit. And I know y'all gonna say, but men is cheat, men is this, men is that. Yeah, we cheat, but we come back home. When a woman cheats, then I come back home for the woman. What you said there earlier? Wait, as you said earlier today, full regalia,
my brother.
Right? When you look at men and women, this is why we are fundamentally different. Yes, men have indiscretions. Yes, men cheat. Yes, men go out there, have other children with other women. But men, by and large, come back home. Very, very rarely. And I know that a lot of you don't believe this, but very rarely a man is saying, "Oh, see woman down the street, I got a chair with she. I done with this and that moving forward." That is a rarity. I know. Whoa. It is a rarity. It is a rarity. A man don't bracket what he got at home. He may go and cheat and put it in an uncomfortable and challenging situation, but he don't end it. He makes a decision. He has to live with the consequences. But by and large, when a woman says she done, and a woman starts to emotionally cheat, it ain't gonna be physical. A woman decides to emotionally cheat. She done with you, brother. She done with you.
Preach,
So
preach.
So don't let us get into this whole men don't commit, like women don't do this and women do this. When you look at situations around the world, you could talk with your friends, you could do statistics, you could look it up. I see Rihanna here saying done. That's true. I tell you, I live it. I tell you, when a woman, and I ain't talking about the other man, I'm not talking about another man. You and this, it's only you and this woman in this relationship. But the woman don't want you to touch you no more. Call her. You could hear her cry. A man know. A man would be willing to work it out. A man would be willing to, I can still kiss you up and see what can happen. I can still make this work. You know what I mean? Especially when children get involved. Tell me how many of y'all have heard of men who have died and in the obituary, a man got 2 obituaries. One for family, and one for the other family. And one for the other family. Friends of and his son. You understand?
Dear friend of.
Dear friend of. It is fact. So you know what? When it comes to single mothers, we always have to ask the question, what will cause a person to leave the father of their child? Because men don't just leave the mother of their children. Not just so. It will got to be, like, if a man left you, the child matter. Yeah, I do that especially for you. If a man walks out in the mother of his child, he is either a disgusting piece of man. Shoot, I won't call him a man. He's a disgusting human being. Or something there, it got to be real egregious. So whenever you go into a situation with with a woman, and you're dating a single mother, going in with your eyes wide open, ask questions, observe, listen, ask questions about the child's father. See how the child is being, because that's another important thing, ladies and gentlemen. Man, how the woman raising her child, you got to look out for, because if her parenting style does not gel with you, I don't care how great the sugar walls are.
Sorry, man. You're
preaching.
You're preaching.
Right.
You're preaching. I taught you things.
It does not matter. You want me to put on your church? I can put on your church.
Party church, man. Party church for yourself, man.
Right? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm the host of the Senate. I want to welcome you here on a lovely Thursday evening. But yeah, all jokes aside, we have to go in it with our eyes open, because if our parenting style does not gel with you, and you realize that the child has bad habits, and the child is doing things that is not congruent to who you are and what you would want to provide as a father, you then, because you can't, as much as this idiot woman at the beginning was talking about raising a boy child, you can't kind of discipline a boy child, but I say so, you got to get vet.
Right.
You can't come and think and shoot the father. When the child look at you and say, you're my daddy, you got to take that, swallow that without drink like a lead pipe. You got to choke on that, hang on that. You got to choke on that. So look at the parenting style. Look at the type of mother she is. I'm not saying that the woman is going to be inherently a bad mother or anything. That, no, I'm not saying. But we all have different parenting styles. Yeah? So if the woman has a different parenting style, because you coming into a situation that's already made. You coming into a house that got the upstairs finished. You don't got to build it downstairs, and you got to see if you can get permission from town country planning to even put up a brick. So you got to be very careful how you move with this woman. No, you have to look at the relationship with the mother, the child's father. You have to look at the relationship with the child and his father. Is he an active father? Is he a willing father? Because Derek and myself, we are both fathers of children, and we're not with the mother of the children. But yet still, we have a great relationship with the children and great relationships with the mother. Right? Mm-hmm. Don't mean nothing going on. Don't mean nobody talking about. But you still have to be cognizant of that. You have to ask questions pointedly. You're this man, you will get back together with this man? Tell me straight. Let me know. Let me know if the man, you go over there to take care of each other. The man come by you late at night and the man stroke you here. If it all true and the others with me and you. You understand?
Yeah.
Ask questions. Do not go into things blindly. Ask questions. If she starts to get upset and want to know you can't ask me about my business, then she is not that level of romantic relationship that you should still see. See how the father interacts with the child. See if the child is an active, because not only do you have to worry about the parenting style of a mother, but you have to worry about the parenting style of a father. You have to worry about how the father is raising their child. And what is your role? They always make mention to what is your role in this thing.
Cody.
So you want to be, because exactly, they got some men that don't look back at the stepchildren, but then there are other men that want to play an active role. So you gotta know and talk with your woman and let her know what's going on. Amen. I know. Let me turn off the church because I want to hear me properly when they say this. I understand. You like the sex.
The
I
guts.
understand. The woman got the God upgrade. Patch 1.089. Right?
9,000.
9,000. The woman humming. Please don't let that make you an idiot. There's nothing wrong in leaving a relationship that is not working for you. Women do it all the time. The quickest thing them just do is when it ain't working with them, then just move on.
Like Caswell, man. You know you gotta go Caswell for it.
It's not gonna work with me.
Yep. So you have to make sure that you're going into a situation, first things first, that is already you gaining. I remember they actually made a mention today on a separate subject. You can be paying rent and somebody and billing up somebody a mortgage. You pay somebody else's mortgage by renting. So you have to be cognizant. You have to have the hard conversations and ask this woman, what's your parenting style? Do you want more children? Do you not want more children? Is the father of the child active in the child's life? And if so, what is the relationship between you and the child's father? Because as much as you want the father to be an active participant in the child's life and you want him and the mother to have a great relationship, you still don't want the woman to be driven back into the man's arms. So, and the thing about it is, for some people, that might be too big for them. It's too much. There's too many moving parts. You go look at too many different things. You may not be about it. No. To the counter argument of that, ladies, I forget y'all. Why date single fathers? Well, truthfully, the same thing can apply. If you go into a relationship with a man that has a child, you have to ask the hard questions. You have to look at things and go into things with both eyes open. Shoot, you gotta keep your third eye open like Kyrie Irving inside joke. But you have to go into situations where all of your eyes are open. But here's the difference. You see, man provide.
We also not the primary caregivers more often than not. They got asked though who is, by the way.
Well, yeah, big up thing, right? Big up Austin. But yeah, we are not the primary caregivers. So at the end of the day, it is all fine and good where you can say, oh, but you know, we just do what we gotta do. We just take care of the child. We just make sure the child, well, some of us, we just provide the child, make sure things are where they're supposed to be and keep it trucking. No, we don't have to deal with it. Shoot, my son don't even come to me when he in pain. When he sick or in pain, the man he don't look at my direction. So it don't even make no sense. Trying to console him or comfort him when he sick. The man he does not remember me. Don't want me to touch him. I'm telling you, the man don't want me to touch him. So, I understand. Y'all want to say men and women are the same in terms of single mothers and fathers. No, we are not, ladies and gentlemen. I am sorry to keep having to remind you all, but men and women are not the same. We are not equal. Oh, shoot. No, we are not equal. Because you're a woman and I'm a man. Our perception on life is different. Our experiences are different. Shoot, I don't know what it's like to have a period, nor do you know what it's like to have an erection. We are different.
We hope not.
Well, it is 2021, but you get what I'm saying. So, with that being said, I want us to understand something here, right? But shout out my man Snow, Jason Belgrave in the house. Yes, baby mamas can be crazy. I think that there are myself, which is so sad. We are the exceptions. We do not have crazy. We do not have crazy baby mamas. We have quite the opposite of that. But yeah, we've heard some horror stories and it is rough out in the streets. But yeah, let us understand something here. Women, when you have a child with another man, what? I recently became aware of a situation where a woman's son got hurt.
I don't know how Denise typed that. That is so convoluted to read. I recently became aware of a situation where a woman's son got her husband's ex's little sister pregnant. Wow.
Her husband's ex
little sister.
Now, Denise, you got to show me the work, and I too old to be busting
Carry
my
the
brain.
bone and all that thing.
You know what I'm saying? I give listen. As my bad Derek tell me way back in the day. Derek, maybe was in 4-4. Derek said he give up on my mother better start introducing that hers.
Straight.
You remember that, Derek?
Straight. Yeah, very clearly. Because only like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was helping my daughter with her homework. And she in class 2. When I see them got some kind of letters introducing already, I said, this is going to be a real short help out here, boy, because I know if it start in class 2, I can't help you in class 4. That's the truth.
Yeah. I gave her a mathematics when it started integration. I mean, I love for integration and integration and I can't remember. It was algebra. It wasn't for me.
For me, man.
Anyhow, no, it was not algebra. Sorry,
my guy Baratonis in the house. Good to see you, my brother. Keep on keeping on, hanging there.
Yeah, man, Baratonis. Shout out.
This is not pregnant for that mass. Well, Lord have mercy.
You should have seen. You see, Denise, you disappoint me.
Laura showing off, talking about differentiation
and integration. Thank you, Laura. I gave up then. It was BCC. I'll never forget. I saw a man, the man get a 4.0, and the man was not going to any classes. Me now going to every class and doing the homework. I was struggling with a C. It's so dying for me. I don't plan to launch no rocket, so I done with that. Denise, I'm disappointed in you because you know that I've been trying to get Derek back for these shorts. That was a short I would have loved to torment him with. But the point here I was making here, ladies and gentlemen, is that yes, you are good at math, please. That's true. What I'm saying here, ladies and gentlemen, is that we have to understand that we are not the same. Women, you have laid with a man, and you've decided to carry his child. And more often than not, you are the one that broke up with him. Now, I know we can split hairs and say, but he is the one but that is all fine and good. Chances are, based on the statistics out there, you ended the relationship. Therefore, there's a reason why you are not willing to stick it out. Sure, you don't like liars. Sure, you don't like people that are unfaithful and disingenuous. You know what I'm saying? Lack integrity. You don't like those sort of people. But at the end of the day, you made a decision to end the relationship. So now it puts me into reason. If you're done with you, as Derek said, if you're done with your child's father, but then a hope for me, I gotta be always on my toes. Derek made a mention to a story earlier with a man that poured a lot of emotional energy into a woman, was getting ready for marriage, and she left the man. Right? And you know, tried to make him feel like a beta male provider. And I want everybody to understand that she's on bright as rain, Lord. We gotta understand that everything doesn't happen in a vacuum. Everything happens for a reason. If you broke up with your child's father, why? If you're not willing to stick it out with your child's father, why? Sure, everybody is a hero in their story. Nobody's a villain. The man's a cockroach. The man's a dud. Lord have mercy, you can hear that, Derek?
I had it earlier, so you know what you're going through.
Sheesh, on bread. Anyhow, if it flood out,
good tonight.
Watch it. Yeah, watch this space. If you broke up with the child's father, why? So you see, everybody is a hero in their story. Nobody's a villain. Everybody wants to come and say, oh, you know, he do this and he do that, and he didn't do this and he do that. Sweetheart, I refuse to believe that it is possible that the man could be a scumbag. But very rarely does a man or a woman not be bearing any accountability or responsibility for the end of a relationship. Towing again it together, so towing it in responsible for the demise. But this is not about pointing fingers. This is about holding people accountable and to say, why do you worry when you go into a relationship with a woman and a child? First things first, let me also point out, if you got a woman, if you talk to a woman that has multiple children from multiple baby fathers, do not pick that up. That got nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you. You understand? It has absolutely nothing to do with you. Because at the end of the day, that's two men know that she decided to be single mother, providing for 2 children on her own or all alone by her lonesome self. Do not all alone by her lonesome self. do not tear that up. Do not tear that up. But we're talking about single mothers, one child. If you go into that situation, always ask questions and be and there's the flip side of it too, you know, because they're overly. I was in a situation there. I had a woman. She had a child, and very quickly the child was calling me daddy, and telling me that the child loved me, and that was a red flag for me. Like talking about quick and juggling, you know. There it is. Oh Lord, there you are. There it is. Oh, there it is.
Hey, yeah,
But
man.
yeah,
Hey.
you did there.
Yeah, hey,
I can't hear you. I don't. Oh Lord, that's a massive delay, boy. That can't work for sure. That is a huge delay. Hold on a minute. We gotta fix this. That is a huge delay. That ain't gonna work with me. That's a full 5 seconds there. Yeah, you there now with me?
Yeah, man. Hey.
Nah, boy, there's a huge delay. All right, what may have to happen? You may go hang up and call back, or I can call you back. I ain't gonna call you back.
Yeah, call me back. Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the Senate podcast. You can like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. I'm gonna try to get back there because we had a really poor connection just now, and you know, Flow is not letting us be great. Flow sponsor us, man. We're you know, shoot, we ain't got a big following, but anyhow. But yeah, I've been rambling. Yeah, you did. I ain't seeing a camera though, so I just giving it a few minutes.
Yeah, man.
I give it a few seconds. Yeah. All right, give me. I can. How many fingers I got?
One. About 6.
Jeez, Lord of mercy, Lord, that's a big lag there again. All right. I know what we can go do with this thing. You frozen here a minute, but right. So that's all. That's basically it. If you can go into situations, we're not telling you wholesale not to go into situations with single mothers, but you have to go in with your eyes open. You have to ask the hard questions. You have to keep your eyes open to see what is the situation with the child and what is the situation with the child's father, whether good, bad, or indifferent. And you have to you have to be firm and stand up in your masculine frame if it does not work out, because you got to judge it hard, man. You got to judge it hard because you don't want a situation where you pouring into a father. I mean, pouring in as a father of another man's child. You pouring into a woman. You pouring into the whole family unit, and the statistics don't lie. The woman can pick up and left you more chances than not.
Here's the thing too, Neil. A lot of times, these fellas, the old guy, he had 1 child, she had 5. And my partner that I spoke to today, he didn't have any. She had 1 or 2, I think. So it's not even a case where you coming into a situation and it's both people got 1 child, or you got 1 and or you got 2 and she got 1. The women generally tend to have more, and then they have to end up being in a situation. With regard to the old guy, I was telling my friend I was relating the story. I was telling him, you know, anytime we come to a vote in that house, he will always be outvoted. Is he his son versus 5 of them? Well, 6 of them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
he losing the count every time.
Yeah, he losing the count every time. So there's that. There's also the financial burden of having to take on somebody else's children. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I say all the time, she come with 5 and she make 6. I got 1, 7, and me make 8. So now I got to buy a minivan for me to transport everybody. Shoot, that many people.
You better buy a whistle too. You better buy a whistle and a clipboard.
Clearly, you got a team and coaching. You know what I mean? I might got to buy 2 or 3 vehicles so that everybody could get around and get where they're supposed to go, and in a timely manner. You know what I mean? It's just too much. And then somebody talked. I can't remember who it was. Somebody mentioned it in the chat. You still got to look at the problem, the situation, the issue of having to actually discipline this child. You talked about parenting style, Neil. Suppose I'm a person that I like to share some licks. Would I be allowed to administer corporal punishment to your child? Because at the end of the day, in my chat.
Every time you Brett saying it there, every time you Brett saying it there, you gonna ask a question.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And there's an infamous clip of a little man, a older guy talking to a little man. Little man responds, "You're not my dad." You know what I mean? And that that rang true to yesterday, and I was like, wow. Because as far as these children are concerned, you can't tell me name because you're my father, you're my mother. So it's difficult for you to have some kind of controls and discipline within your home, within your house, if you've got that kind of anarchy running. You know what I mean? So again, as Neil said, there are a lot of things to consider, such as parenting style and all that. You need to consider those things because at the end of the day, after you've poured into, given all you can, somebody that you are invested in, and somebody that you are thinking, well, yeah, it's me, my girl is my personal girl I love. She thinking to herself, but shoot, he taking care of Toby. I ain't necessarily love you like that, but he taking care of me. So when you get sick, that old man, he had a fall. He housekeeper had to look at he in the house with a woman that he married to for 3 decades. She didn't look at him because her brain, you came to provide for me. I am here sitting. That's what I'm doing. I grace your table, your table with my presence.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Yeah, I said that one just for you. Yeah, turnabout is fair play, my friend.
Very well,
yeah?
very well.
So that's what you have to bear in mind. I say all the time, Neil. I've said it before. And I'm getting even more conviction saying it now. A lot of times, men go into relationships talking about love and building with a woman, and the woman coming into the relationship talking about personal advancement. Right?
But you know why though?
And why is that, my brother? Tell me.
Because, my brother, I said it in this previous speech before, out of love comes commitment. When a man says he loves you, he is committed. When he is committed, he loves. However, a woman loves, but to a point. Women do not love.
Oh, dear.
Women have commitment that is born out of love, but as soon as things are not going the way they want it to. I made it. You know, I said something to you today, right? Shout out Natalia. Natalia, the president of the 237 ladies, which is funny, Natalia, because we saw a story today itself that quoted the 237. This is an international person.
We are going to share.
Right? And, you know, what was my point? I lost my point. I lost my train of thought. Shit. What was I saying? Oh, love, commitment. Out of love comes commitment. Women have commitment until things go awry. Now, the president of the 237 ladies, she often says, Natalia, that one hand can't clap, but 2 feet can't drive.
Straight.
Can't drive with 2 feet. We need 1 foot to hit the brake and the same foot to hit the gas. Yeah? Shoot. If you're driving a manual, if they still met them, the other foot plays an ancillary role. Shoot, that's even a better analogy because the car can't move without the clutch. But you still need the foot to lead in pressing the gas and the brake. Yeah, you don't press you don't gas at the car and car move forward, but you hit the clutch. You need the clutch and the brake. Sorry, the clutch and the gas. Lord mercy, it's been a while. Right? So we have to be careful. What happened? What happened? What say? Oh, thin ice?
Just reading Aston's comment. Aston says he's out the door while you sleep. The moment you can't do for them.
Aston boy. A rough one. But yeah, you see, women commit to a point. As soon as they realize that things are not going the way they want, they're out. Men persevere, men stick it out. You see, people talk with patriarchy, right? People talk about men have done X and Y, Z for thousands of years, but the truth of the matter is men stick it out. That is what we are conditioned to do. Hard or soft, good or bad, we stick it out. We persevere. We get in the mud every day, go back in the mud. We get up, come out the mud, clean up, and then go back in the mud. We do the jobs that kill us out of sheer commitment and will to the project. Man buy a car. I watch my neighbor. My neighbor buy a fancy car with sweet rims. And I used to see the man out there taking off the rim every Sunday. Every rim in the car, the man got 5. Man take off the rim and scrub them. That is commitment to what he loves. Wait, it got delayed.
You want a job?
You want a job? He's had a job. And that's the thing. He has a job. He's had a job for a very long time. The same job. But for as long as I know he's working, he's had the same job. But you see, women, and when things don't go their way, when they want things or they believe things should be going on their timeline, because let's be honest, women do this for a myriad of reasons, but one of them is they have limited time when it comes to certain things. Things like having children, things like getting married, things like having instability. They understand that they are not on the same clock as men. You understand? Men can procreate well into their 80s. Men, as they get older, they open themselves to more and better chances at women of varying ages. Women have a tougher time of doing certain things. Now, I understand what I'm saying here may come over as sexist and misogynistic. You understand? Anti-feminism. I understand. It's rough to hear, but I want y'all, before y'all attack, think about it. Just think. Just pause a minute. Pause a minute and think critically about what I'm saying. I'm not saying this to be mean-spirited. I'm not saying to bash women or anything like that. It is a simple fact. Women are under more time constraints than men. That is why men don't see certain things as important, while women just be running about as if things like the house on fire. Because, it's biology. Men got more time. Shoot. Derek and I know. We see Lionel Richie. Lionel Richie is 70. And he got a young girl. Yep. We see the man, the Isley brother, he got a young girl too.
30 years old.
Right. So, and I know y'all gonna say, Ron Isley. Right. And I know y'all gonna say, oh, but you know them is famous people, and them is one enough. I will just say that is not so from my experience. As the older you get, and the more experience you get, the more wisdom and wealth you get, the more opportunities you have. It is more so for a man than a woman. Yes, of course, a woman can get rich, and a woman can get a young boy, but the young boy might want children. The young boy might want somebody that is not going through menopause, that gotta get plastic surgery to keep things in the air. We are different. So let us understand, right, the nature of women and men. A man commits because he is steadfast. He got all the time in the world. Today is Tuesday. He can do the same day today, Tuesday, that he can do Christmas Day, that he can do New Year's Eve, that he can do a random Wednesday. Women are more inclined to, and I've heard women say this is the thing, women deviate because of their emotions. Women just get upset because the table ain't set out as they want it. The round tablecloth used. A man don't care for tablecloth on the table because he just want a place to put his plate upon to eat. You understand? So we have to understand. Fundamentally, we got to understand that we are different. Second, we got to understand that our lived experiences are different. I'm not saying that women are better than men. I'm not saying men are better than women. Oh Lord, well, if you time limited, see a man that you can work with and keep him. Don't jump from cop to cop. Problem is you want to settle. I mean, Denise is making a very good point here, right? Ladies and gentlemen, I want to highlight this thing that Denise is saying. Men marry who they are with. Men marry who they are with when they are ready to be married. You know why, Denise? And that's you're absolutely right. But you know what? A woman can't marry a man when she's ready. I want y'all to name just out of memory, five women that got married when they were ready to get married. Without a man proposing, without a man saying, I love you, come and move in, can't let me do this, can't let me do that. I want you to acknowledge a woman, 5 women, that say, you know what, Alexia, and I want to come and get married. Let me make an honest man with you. Come and meet me at your church, 7 o'clock. Bring the priest. So. Thank you, Derek, my brother. And I know, you see, I think the problem has always been when things were said about women, there was no context. Things were just said, left there, and the hope was that women could understand. But again, women and men process things differently. So when they hear something, they feel personally attacked. The crux of the matter is that women want what they want it when they want it and how they want it, and they don't give a damn about a man or submitting to a man. That's why submission is a problem for women, because submitting means that they have to give the reins and relinquish control. I have to accept the timing of someone else, right? So,
Oh my God!
So that is why women have a problem with submission, because they want it and they want it now. They've been empowered to believe that they lead and they should command, and they are the prize. Men have acquiesced to that just to keep the peace. But just like women are the prize, men are the prize, right? And
I get peace.
I get peace. And I just want to understand, I want everybody to understand that in this man-woman dynamic, single mothers, single fathers, the more variables you add to a situation, the more complicated it will get. And the more it will get to a point where you simply cannot decide, you can't discern what is truth in your head and what is fiction. Because your brain plays tricks on you, your mind plays tricks on you, and it makes you feel as though, you know what, I deserve better. Very rarely you hear a man say, I deserve better, and walk away from a woman. But we're trying to normalize that. But very rarely a man will say, I deserve better, and move, keep it pushing from a woman. How many times you hear that from women?
All the time.
And for that reason, Neil, this from Rian, and for that reason, Neil is what Derek read that because my eyes hurting.
For that reason, Neil, is why women walk away, and what the man may be offering may not be what she needs, so she has to make a move. But, and I acknowledge that to be true, the problem women face is not the timeline. I heard my guy again on the podcast I watched. He made a comment early this evening. I was watching a clip of his, and he said, "Prevention is better than diagnosis." So, yeah, because I was thinking, we hear prevention is better than cure, but prevention is better than diagnosis. So, if you see, right, if you go into a relationship and the man ain't giving you what you want, you need to roll early. As a matter of fact, let me backtrack. That's the wrong way to look at it. You need to know what you're getting into first. Spend some time, assess this man, then make an informed decision about if you want to get into a relationship with him. Don't bong and fool him out. That's the first thing. We fool fast. So don't bong or fool. And then it's like, man, she on braid as a here. Did we make this work? Nah. Sexual attention and sexual attraction do not equate to relationships.
They do not.
Sexual prowess does not equate to relationship expertise or relationship even compatibility. So you gotta choose better up front. And then you can work out the sex part after the juggling. But don't decide with shoot. I like say and I want say as Neil say,
Yeah.
you bong, give up the guts, and then he's like, well, let me make it work from here then.
No.
And then you realize, this man, he got some good action, he got some good, but he dog alerts nice, but this man's a real piece of goat. I really can't DVE.
No.
But you know, I give you piece already, so I can well stick in here a little bit, and then 3 years down the road, you realize, child, this all this man, as a Vincent friend of mine there, thump up my belly, and that's about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, Derek, that is gospel fact.
Yeah, man.
We do not do anything. There's a person close to me that says a lot. We don't do things with intent. The only intent we got is to get the viscous innards. We ain't got no other intent but to get the loving. Just action. But we don't have intent. We don't date with intention. We don't get to know someone with intent. You understand what I mean? We do not discern whether, shoot, person say, well, if a man in with me, after 2 months I've been sleeping with him and this and that, next and third, he ain't my man after 3 months and every night he's sleeping with he ain't getting 11 every day. That was a fool state. This man just want to carry me in a car road and I must carry him and dig me out. You know what I'm saying? I could keep a straight face with that one. But yeah. What are we eventually comes up. But women, you have to understand and appreciate, right? I dare you to bust the other one. Anyhow, right.
Folks, this is terrible television. Right, because really, truly, we should not be sharing an inside joke with your presence right now.
But we having too much fun.
We apologize.
Yeah, you're right. You're so right there. You're so right. But ladies, I want you to ask yourself very pointedly. At the end of the day, who controls access to relationships? I want you to like. I know we say it all the time, but I want you all to process it and really think about it. Men control access to relationships, whether you like it or not, hard or soft. You as a woman can't tell a man whether you say, well, I like you, I want you to be my man. You don't even feel right saying it. Will you marry me? Well, shoot, we had an episode about that. Women said pointedly, no, we ain't doing that. Shoot, that is not our job.
You talked about it.
Good. So then, if that is the case, no matter how you try to strong arm your man, no matter how you try to get things to happen in your timing, no matter how you try to wrangle the man, manipulate the man, how you try to threaten the man to leave, shoot, no matter what you say about what are we and where we move into or whatever, you still go away on that man to make a decision or you have to leave. Right? Right? By the end of the day, you can't make a man say when he ain't ready thing. So once we operate from that immutable truth, I want you all to start to realize that by and large, maybe there are some things I have to relinquish control about. And if I have to relinquish control about things about getting into a relationship, then what else would I have to kind of humble myself and say, you know what, I have no problem submitting in this area or submitting in that area, or you know what, maybe I should really take the lead in that area. Because y'all control access to sex. Let's be honest. If when I'm going to say tonight, the ain't none, the shop shut, we can't break in the back door. Wait, that was not even a joke. That was not even a joke. Yeah, I swear to you, that was not a joke. That was being serious, right?
You got burning flames,
right? Kicking the back door. But that was not the joke. In other words, the man can't break in, because if the man break in, that is RAPE. He can get locked up and lost there. Yeah. So if you say women, RAPE. Right? If you say women, it ain't no action. We gotta take that. So if you can accept that we lead in regards to access to relationships and you lead in regards to access to intimacy, that means that there are things that men lead in and there are things that women lead in. And there are things that you have to accept that just men are better at. And you have to accept, just as we do, that women are better at certain things. We are not the same. Therefore, you cannot try to wrestle the direction of a relationship from a man. You cannot wrestle when one is to get married and how this house is to build and how the groceries is to get picked up and how You can't wrestle that from a man. You can't. If the man is a man that cooks, you can't then come and complain that you used to take out the cooking, but every time you cook, it's bare jump. When I can't agree on the man cutting the lawn outside and you vex because he getting a landscaper to cut the lawn. So to kind of circle back home and tap back to single mothers, men, a woman has made a decision. We don't know the reason why she is single with a child. Nobody goes into these situations as wanting to have a child without a father, or without a father not being with the father of the child. There are rare exceptions. Let's be honest. You get caught in slips, you thief a piece here and take a risk and condoms to break. And I understand the whole spiel. But by and large, no woman wants to be a single mother. I don't care all the memes of empowerment. I don't care how you put up on Father's Day that single mothers rule. Happy Father's Day to fathers and mothers, or mothers that are fathers, and whatever BS one is put. I don't care what you tell yourself or your circle of women tell one another. But the fact is, you do not want to be a single mother. You did not want to be a single mother. You're making the best of a situation. Shoot, there, and I come from two single mothers, and they made the best of bad situations. I think we turn art. I mean,
Yeah, we are.
we're terrible, right? So, with that being said, question: why is this woman a single mother? What is her parenting style? What is the relationship she has with her son or daughter? What is the relationship the man has with the son or daughter? What is his parenting style? What is the relationship between the mother and the father? Do you want more children with this woman? Is this someone that you can see being the mother of a child? Because you might not even see the woman as the mother of somebody else's child. So if you don't see the woman as somebody else's, as the mother of somebody else's child, well, that means essentially you're not seeing the woman as a nurturer. Let's be honest. Let's keep it a buck. If you think this woman is a terrible mother, or you don't agree with her parenting style, or you do not think she nurtures the child as she should, she can't nurture you. If she can nurture she own child how you would like, you think she can nurture you how you like? So let us, I know, we just say things and it is rub women the wrong way. And some men too. You just say things and there's one come for you. There's one cancel you. I get it. But before you all come, I want you all to process what I'm saying. I'm trying to make it as easy as possible by even giving the explanation to the things I'm saying. I'm just saying things and hope when I figure it out in juggling. I'm showing you my working. So, single mothers, most men see single mothers as a liability because you're taking on somebody else's work. You're taking up a project that somebody started that they did not finish, and you know got to come and make the best of a bad situation. You know have to invest in that person and their child. You know have to pour into them and provide for that person and their child. You have to worry about, shoot, when you get old and sick, like the old man that Derek was talking about, then gonna look back at you. Because let's be honest, that child ain't got, that child has no obligation to you.
No obligation.
None. And I talk about this all the time. We men fully understand and know we are born into this world. If we don't know it, when we born, we figure out real quick. Nobody don't owe you nothing. We've learned that lesson hard. Nobody's obligated to us. Women like this never figure it out. We live in a society where everybody cares. We can't use the word fat now when describing somebody. When I was young, the opposite of slim, a description of a person was fat. There were pictures and everything like that. Oh, but you lived in the 80s, Neil. That was a rough time and everything like that. So if we should take the word fat out of the dictionary now, we should just go to Oxford and say, nah, let me just cross out that fat.
Plus sized.
No.
For women.
We have to call a thing.
Because men are overweight and obese.
No, men fat. Boss, I get tell that I getting fat. I get tell that I getting fat.
Wow. But you know how he's going then.
So I am sorry to tell you all, women. I understand y'all want the world to be soft for y'all, and you want the world to cater to y'all. I understand. Y'all have had it rough for millennia. Y'all were second-class citizens. I understand. But let's be honest, in the last 50 years, there has been a shift due to feminism, and y'all are in a position where y'all have forged and made a way for yourselves. But this coddling and this saying things to appease and go dipsy doodle and dance, And you all come in with manipulation tactics to say things like, oh, but you can't call somebody fat. Oh, you can't say the things you're saying. Why you can't say the things? How am I being mean-spirited there? Am I being rude?
Nope.
Or am I stating fact?
Nope. Yeah, facts.
When I say men and women are not equal, what am I saying? If I say men and women are not equal, men and women are not the same, what am I saying? Am I saying that women are better than men or men are better than women? No. It is a simple fact that men and women are different. Fundamentally, biologically, psychologically, we are different. So if we start there and can accept that, and we can understand that we process information at a different rate, and we commit, and we love, and we cry, and we hurt, and we laugh, and we find things funny in a different way, as subsets of the human species. Once we can start from there, we can learn a lot. Because it don't make no sense having a discussion with people that get up in arms thinking that a woman can do what a man can do. Because men do not believe that men can do what a woman can do. I do not know a man that can say they can do what a woman can do. I don't care what nobody tell me. Because a man is not willing to do some of the things that women do. Shoot, if we had the opportunity to childbear, you think we want that action? You think, Derek? God himself say, you know what? Boom. Anybody can have a child now. The human race doomed, you know. You think men taking it? That's not? Hell no. Hell no.
Nope. Yes. Sure, let me get my money past there for you a little bit, man, because you need that action.
Hell to the no.
Hell no. To the no.
You understand? So I've been talking a lot. I've been like heavy, but I get very passionate about these things because the more and more, and that's why I keep off of social media. That's why my Batman is go in the streets, beat up the thugs, and bring back the content.
Keep on cold.
Right. That's why I don't venture in because it's get real triggered about things. Derek can tell you, my friends can tell you, I hate foolishness. I hate illogical behavior. And the more and more I see people talk and open their mouth and say things like this woman at the beginning, the top of the podcast that could come and talk about Jesus Christ on a cross and the Gentiles and the Jews and talk about celebrities twerking. And the reason we as a society as black people got a problem is because many want to pick up the mess of another man's child or whatever. We is the problem. We is the problem because you made a bad decision. Because your situation didn't work out and we didn't want to take that on. We are the problem.
She said that those men who think like that have no value, Neil. That was the part for me.
Well, sweetheart.
Let me just dive in the chat a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead, brother. Go ahead. Sorry, I'm apologize for being my heavy.
Man, small things. At the risk of sounding extremely naive, I have never come across situations like what you all speak of. Neither do I know women who exhibit the behaviors you speak of.
Boy.
Not the cap.
Rihanna says, but you see, and I had to read this a couple times to really get what Rihanna was saying. Yeah? Because I initially I read it as, but you said a but, you gotta say a B. I was like, wait, what? So let me read it again. But you say A, but you gotta say a B. Many men, especially of this race, find it hard to commit. 5 and 10 years down the road, there is no marriage, but now she got a child from you and she's still waiting. And here's the thing about the deregulated sexual marketplace that I like to talk about. Ladies, you have to require that up front. I cannot have your child if you're not going to marry me. If you require marriage, ask for marriage. Again, don't go on full pass and, then try to work it out after, or God forbid, get pregnant and then try to work it out after, because guess what? No, the man has his children, he has his offspring, he got you. Why would he need to marry you now? You know what I mean?
Also, Derek.
And because
go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead.
No. There's a delay. I didn't know you were finished. Sorry, I thought you were finished.
Yeah. Okay. And men innately knowing how men think, men know, but shoot, you got children for me. There's a thing going on that will go wrong, right? A fella will see a girl and say, "You, she will have my baby here." Why? Because the thinking is, she got my baby, she belong to me. Yeah. So that's what it is. Tara continues. She says, when I can tune in, this podcast is always quite revelatory.
Uh,
Yeah, it
but
is.
let me
I'm
jump in.
glad to hear it. I hope that's a good thing.
Let me jump in here
Yeah,
quick
go
there.
ahead.
To Rihanna's point too, also consider that as much as a man will not marry, as much as a man will got a woman kind of, as she would say, stay up for years, he ain't left him.
There's that too. True.
That's all I gotta say on that.
Until you are married, you are a single mother. Yeah, that's a fact. But hold on, if that man take care of you for them 10 years, take care of you and your child you vex, that's a good, genuinely curious. And Rihanna is suggesting that she would be upset. And J-Lee is offering this now. You are all somewhat married when you live with that person for 5+ years. Yeah, common law marriage is recognized. Rihanna is saying not in a woman's mind.
But hold on a minute, Rihanna, hold on a minute. Rihanna, I got a pointed question to ask you. You with a man for 10 years and you're not married. You don't know why? I mean, after 10 years, you with this man. You've been with this man for 10 years. You have his child. Y'all are common law. You do not know why y'all are not married? Whose fault is it that you don't know why y'all are not married? Whose fault is it that y'all are not married? You don't know the answer of a question that should be asked within the first 6 months to a year. You don't know the trajectory of a relationship. You did not think to ask and tell your man, all right, what's the timeline for this year? No, the viscous in there is great, right? The doggy sweet. So let me keep it pushing.
Yeah, dog alerts got you.
Ask questions.
Yeah, ladies, if you require marriage, say so up front.
Say,
right?
Set your price.
Here's the thing. And I mean, like, you could sit up on the first date in conversation. Right? The reason being, if you mind about marriage, he will either A, say so, or B, just ghost you. In which case,
you good.
That the mind that you want anyway.
You set up.
Still works out for you. Yeah. Let me check my man Aston. He was just saying something. I missed that. Yeah. Wait, you vex if you and this man is something for 10 years where he took care of said child for the entirety of that time. I see. Rihanna says, well, I won't know because I won't be sticking around for 10 years with no marriage, but that's just me. Not every woman will do will see things the way I do. Now, here's the thing about this, right? I would ask her here and I would Rihanna too. I would not suggest waiting for 10 years to get married. Yeah. When I got married, Neil, I was engaged for a little under a year, I want to say. Got married. But, that was probably not the best person to take that advice from. But when you think you know, you know. Sorry, when you think you know, you think you know.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I'll say this, ladies, if you wait for 10 years for a man to marry you and you have children for him, everything, keep waiting.
What?
Keep waiting.
But
yeah, this next part is on a little rough, right? So buckle in. Do not attempt to go and make a house with this man. You and this man shacking up, playing house for 10 years. You got 2 children in the juggling. And then all of a sudden, you can't wait to get married. So you want left. You done with it, man. These streets have nothing for you.
These streets don't love you like I do. And you need to know that.
Leave it. Need to know that. So if you and that man is something you want to get together, let me say best case scenario, you meet this man at 20. 10 years down the line, put you at 30. 2 children down the line. They ain't much for you in the dating marketplace. Stick with that man.
Write it.
Worse yet, if you meet that man at 30 and you done he at 40, they ain't up here for you. Stick with that man. Because the man you gonna want, because now you older. You're older, you went to school, you got your degree, you got your education and all that. You're looking for a man that on a certain level, he is not taking on you at 35 plus with 2 children for somebody else. I know that hard to swallow. As my man Neil tell you, like a lead pipe without water. But that is the reality. That is the reality. So if you have chosen to wait 10 years to get married,
keep on waiting.
keep waiting.
Just
keep waiting. Do not come to the streets. There's nothing for you.
Nothing out there. The older you get, that's again, men could go in the streets at 80. Women ain't got a stomach for it. I tell you all when they got a stomach for it. You know how many women I know that this way I single, this way keep for our own people, like this. How here treacherous, you know. Oh, here treacherous. You got a certain mindset. You got, listen, trust me, at a point in time, very recently, I tell myself, see this here? I can just shave my head, put a dot on my head, and fold my arms like in the mountains as a monk. You're madman. I just, it difficult out here, though. So you don't want to be, if you do not ask the questions early on, and you're dating this man, and the man does not volunteer information, you ask, well, sweetheart, what are we? And he dipsy doodling you with the answer, push. If you say, I want to get married and have children, the man say, don't want to get married and have children, push. But realize if you make a decision and you push. And you realize that out there really is treacherous, don't tap back to that man. You want where you want it, how you want it, as you want it.
Don't pull it there. Don't come back.
Don't come back.
Yeah. Tango Fox. Well, this is 2021 and facts and truth are now deemed offensive. That's a fact. Riaz says Neil just said that being a single mother is not good, right? A woman who is not married with a child is a single mother. Be a part of the solution and marry the woman you love.
Hold on a minute, Rian. Hold on.
We just thought with that.
Hold on, Rian. I never said that it was bad being a single mother. But questions have to be asked. Things don't operate in a vacuum. I never said it was good or bad. I never said it was good or bad. But if a woman is single, there's a reason. If I meet a woman and she is a single mother, I have to ask why. Look,
let me get on the chat.
Aston, I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you, Aston. Aston, I ain't gonna lie to you, right? Like, you have given us so many quotable things over the last 2 weeks that we ain't gonna strike a deal with you or saying to do some merchandising though. Like real talk, like real thing. You want XYZ, but this, let's say.
If the woman was any good, perhaps they would be married more. Hashtag I said what I said.
Look, Aston. I can have my people contact your people, dog. Got to. Listen, the man want to make a shirt. Hashtag ISW. SIS. Is W is, man. Hashtag is W is. So is Wiz.
There are good women out there. Says Rian. Asta asks weird under a bush. Baritone says Asta says in the tree. Weird. Yeah. When I ain't looking at men like me, working hard, no car, butter slippers, but a whole woman left here because they didn't do more blood sweat there. And you got reason women get strokes. In the past, many couples could not afford to marry. Welcome to you, Ruben. Good to see you as always.
My boy Ruben, man.
I doing well. I did right. Yeah, sometimes the only last 1 or 2 children were in wedlock. Yeah, that's a fact, Ruben. Then he says, "After this bitter, like Mobby Bar." That's true, but all women aren't your ex. Very bitter, says Asta, because ain't no way after financial abuse, I gonna go open up to these daywalkers that walk in, baby. My hand is well enough. I could by myself. Only thing missing there, Asta, is a hashtag. I said what I said. Lord have mercy. I say you're an English teacher, right? Because Marty is asking if he says he's a wordsmith.
My master dear walkers.
Lord. Rhea says men stick it out but cheat while doing so.
But hold on a minute. Again, I can say Rhea, we cheat. For whatever reason. Some of us are just despicable creatures. We go out there and we cheat. But we came back home though. When wanna cheat, when wanna have infidelity, when wanna emotionally cheat or whatever, when they came back home, when they doing like I still ex-girl, I'm picking up things in middle of the night, I'm moving.
Like Tyrese's ex-wife.
Okay, good.
Oddly enough, Neil, and I would have told you I wanted to do a topic related to that about men cheating and still loving the woman and stuff like that. We wanted to do that today, but then this whole situation came up.
Yeah.
And I felt it prudent to kind of address this. But Neil, boy, we at that kind of time, yeah. We time has gotten away.
We having too
I
much
see
fun.
you've posted the link for we having too much fun. You posted the link for my guy O'Shea's clip. But what I want to do before we punch out of here, Neil, we haven't done it in a little bit, and I wanna in an attempt to clear some of the stuff out of my phone too that I've saved. I want us to have a laugh or just a little bit of levity.
But you know, you remember you had some slides that we didn't get to.
Yeah. But so I just highlighted one that you could put on screen. To kind of close out this particular conversation.
All right, cool.
And then we could get into a little bit levity.
Let me get that on screen real quick. In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the Senate podcast. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. Dislike, shoot. You know, if you can come for us, we have no problem. Y'all coming for us, but come in the realm of fact, because that's where we operate. That's where we come. We live in our truth. I literally do that to see their face. But yeah, so
I saw you.
All right, let me get this on screen here. You talking about clearing phone, but you gotta deal with this computer B. Lord of mercy. All right, so this is what you want on screen here. All right, I putting that up now.
Right. Then you got the delay working again out there, right? Only men can love a woman with no money, no house, or no car. Only a man can love a woman and expect nothing in return. Women can't do that. A woman's love comes with conditions. You must have this and that. A man just wants peace. And we say here, and peace. Only thing women love unconditionally is their kids.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Spirituals playing in the background. All right, and then you saying you want. Wait, this last one here. You saying you want me to put up? No.
Which last one is this? Yeah.
Derek, man. Lord of mercy, my uncle, man. I got to cry, uncle, because this one rough. All.
Contaminated environment. You know tutus about that.
All right, I got that last one there on screen.
All right. So, ladies and gents, again, we just skimming through some stories. This is the headline: Wife bursts open husband's testicles by smashing them in their wedding photo album after she catches him cheating. So, ladies, this is not to give any of you any ideas, but you know, this is sometimes the consequence of cheating, and that's a mugshot that has there, and you can see how remorseful she looks.
Right? Woman has no regrets. No regrets.
no regrets.
No regrets.
You know what I mean? None.
So they got a bunch of things here. You still want me to put these stuff on screen, or? Because
let's deal with this. Let me deal with this one here.
Yeah,
and then we can watch
this one here. I got Natalia still watching.
Yeah, you really do too. Yeah, this one is from again, my guy O'Shea.
Yeah, we on screen here now. Yeah, we on screen.
Right, and this is from Tamar Braxton. Her house was burgled, and she wrote, "A few hours ago, this broken bum ass man, one that I know, broke into my home and stole my safe only. Not a Birkin, not a computer, not one of Logan's game systems, but he only went through my drawers broke mirrors, turned my bed upside down, and took my safe. I want you to know firsthand that I am not angry. You did not break me. You did not violate me. But your broke ass don't realize that God gave me that home and every single thing in it during a pandemic. And also during the time when it was all of those things. Okay. God personally put the pieces of my life back together again. So, Pumpkin, you did not steal from me. Those things you took, He will give back to me 1,000,000 times fold. You took from God. God must be the man down the street.
Must be popular.
I know that is very popular guy. I know that is not a payback. You are not. I know that is not a payback. You are not prepared for English. It's fundamental. But get ready. This time you really did it. I'm not sure you realize that I am truly a king's kid. And I'm very special to him being God. So I'm sure this one he's going to take very personally. And Father, have your way. Amen. It's gotta love how you're praying for the demise. You're praying to God for the demise of someone. But what I found truly hilarious about this is the date and time at the top, Neil. It's from yesterday. At what time, folks? 2:37 a.m. Shout out to 2:37 ladies who may be watching tonight. We say, oh, it's Neil, 2:37 a.m. Then get it going on. And she said that she knows this man.
I try to get it here on screen because I might.
Yes, do that.
Might save his layers here, like y'all can see it there, like. Yeah. 2:37 ladies. 2:37 ladies.
Big up yourself, 2:37 ladies. We are going global. Yeah. And she's saying that this broken bum ass man is a man that she knows. And he just broke, and he says he broke into her home and skinned up the whole place and all that. I wonder what this broken bum ass guy was doing in your house after midnight.
2:37. But did he break in though?
At
No,
2:37.
he broke in.
Yeah.
He was breaking in.
Making it seem as if
he was breaking in something.
Yeah.
Breaking insane.
So have we got a video that we're gonna show just to kind of get things closed out here? Yeah. You're gonna play this video twice, Neil.
All right, no problem.
Yeah.
All right.
Trust me on that.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
sure for yourself too.
All right, fine. All right, let me see what they say about.
I guarantee you, not a single guy who watched this video and noticed Shorty had only one arm. Be safe though.
You're right, yeah. Yo, whoa. Hey.
I guarantee you, not a single guy who watched this video and noticed Shorty had only one arm. Be safe though.
Yo, I was one of those men. I'm sorry. I was caught up in the gyrations. I was caught up in the hair flick. I was caught up in the music. What I did not see was that arm missing. Wow, that was a great magic trick. Yeah, so
Folks, we have reached the end. You've been watching the Senate podcast. We are 194 subscribers.
She's a big up.
We trying to get to 200 by the end of the month. We are some 12 days away, so we need 6 people in 12 days. Hopefully, we can get that done.
Light work.
Look out for a Senate short coming tomorrow. Hopefully, it is light work. Keep it growing, keep it building, guys. We love it. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. You know, you can ignore the reality all you want, but you cannot ignore the consequences of ignoring reality. Yeah. Neil and I, we come here every week, but we don't make up the rules. We just make sure you know what they are. Be the best version of you for you, and we will see you again very soon. Look out for a Senate short tomorrow.
It's a contaminated environment. In the tutus about that.